sorely needed. I was able to see some other players play some important minutes, especially in the first half, to see how they would react to I think it was 22-22, and I had a completely different lineup out there, and they did a nice job. They pulled away, got it to maybe 30-22, which was good to see. A lot of good things happened. The best thing that happened is, we settled in the first half for three. We had such a size advantage that we could get what we wanted, and they were really collapsing, and we were firing up threes. And we talked about it at halftime, and we came out and excuse me, the first 7 possessions of the second half we got layups. We pounded the ball inside. Kay turned down probably 5 or 6 shots that he could have scored maybe 8 or 10 more points. He only had 5 points tonight, but he could have had 20 if he wanted. But he did a great job in leading the team and sacrificing open shots to do what the coach asked to do, and that's to cram it down their throat. And we got 7 straight layups, and at one time we were 9 for 10 in the second half. We had 10 layups, and I think Hayes missed one, but other than that, everybody else made it. So that's what we wanted. It's great from a coaching standpoint that the players bought in and did what you asked them to do, and I was very pleased with the game.
Okay, I don't want to get you branded for talking about a personal accolade, but 13 assists is a good one. So sharing the ball, passing up some of those shots, and you guys really, you guys scored on the first 7 or 8 possessions of the second half to run away.
Yeah, I love it. I love passing the ball. It makes me happy. It's like I'm scoring, basically, but most importantly, the team is scoring. Getting everybody involved is mainly what I want to do when I come into games, and I shared the ball a lot tonight, and I feel good about it.
Hey, Jalen, I asked Corey Petros this before. When Kay Felder's on the floor with you, you got to be ready. The ball could come from anywhere at any moment, couldn't it?
Yeah, it can. Kay is an unbelievable passer. Obviously, he just proved it tonight with 13 assists. He's been doing that all season, you know what I mean? He's been getting assists all season. So just playing with him, I know to stay ready. And I've been doing that, in high school with guys who I've been playing with. So it's nothing new. I just know to keep my hands ready at always.
Jalen, it's come fast for you this year, and coach has talked about how you've come along. I think he called you a chia pet a couple games ago in a press conference. What was it? A combination of things in practice or just confidence building?
Oh yeah, it's more of a confidence builder for me. I know I have the potential to do it. It's just will I go out and do it? And I think my biggest problem right now is just doing it on a consistent basis. So just focusing on that and making sure I come out night in and night out and giving the same hard effort. That's my focus.
Any more questions for the players? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach?
They were giving them to you in the first half, but was there still an emphasis to pound it back inside in the second half to start it?
Yeah, we're a team that plays with flow, and we had wide open shots, and so we took them and we were making them. We scored 47 points in the first half. Problem for us in this game, and you give Albion some credit, they made some shots. They were 14 of 28 from the 3. There aren't many times in a coaching career that a coach's team is going to go 14 for 28 from the 3 and lose by double digits. That's an amazing number, 14 of 28. For us, they were a problem in that, they were all little, and we got big guys trying to guard them, and what would happen is we're down in a stance trying to guard them, and they'd run around and then kick it out to somebody, and he'd shoot, and they got going. We did in the second half. One of the things we wanted to do was number 20 made 5 of 6 in the first half from the 3, and we wanted to take him away, and we did. So we accomplished defensively, even though they made 14 out of 28. We accomplished defensively what I wanted to. Number 20 didn't even get a 3 in the second half. He was 5 of 6 the first half, and he ended 5 of 6. So from a coaching standpoint, we accomplished what we wanted to defensively. Instead, give them credit. We formed a funnel around the basket, and we said, you know, you're going to have to make jump shots. And they made enough to, you know, keep the game within 20 points.
Coach, where are you guys right now? The biggest homestand of the season continues, 3 straight league games. You guys play well over these next 3 games. You know, you could be the dictators in the Horizon League.
You know, we got Milwaukee coming in here Thursday. We've not beaten Milwaukee in the Horizon League play. I mean, we had beaten them as a program before we've gotten Horizon League, but last year, in our first year in the league, they beat us twice. They were an awful matchup for us last year. They didn't beat us twice. They pounded us twice last year. Tibby gives us a lot of problems. Jalen Hayes is going to get an opportunity to guard him. We'll see if, you know, what type of progression Jalen Hayes has made. I feel pretty good about Dante on McQuarters. McQuarters hurt us a little bit last year, but what Dante's done this year defensively, I feel really confident about putting him on McQuarters. And I think defensively we might be able to guard them. And if we can and find a way to win the game, then we'll worry about Cleveland after that. But right now, we've got a team that we haven't beaten coming in here. So it's a very important game for us if we want to stay in the hunt.
Coach, you had an assist on all but 5 baskets in the game. Talk about how your team was able to kind of share the basketball today.
Well, we didn't run a lot of dribble drive either. We didn't, you know, really spread the floor. And then, you know, I asked Kay, you know, a couple times to not shoot jump shots. To, you know, tonight's a night that I know you can come off that ball screen and get those shots. How about let's look to pass? And then he went away from trying to score it all, and I had to say, well, you know, if you got a layup, go take it. I mean, I didn't want to do that, but you know, and so we really put an emphasis. When you play a game like this in the middle of January in the league season, you want to emphasize some things, and we did, and I was really pleased. It wasn't about the score or anything. I had 10 guys play double-figure minutes. I had 2 more guys play close to double-figure minutes. You know, we had all 12 guys addressed, got a really good chance, and that's what I like to see.
Colin, good first half too. I think he had 3 or 4 3-pointers. He comes out there sharing the ball at the end.
Right, and Colin, I told Colin this one. I got mad at him because he left number 20. We told him to do something and he didn't do it, and I got mad at him about it. And I told him in front of the team, Colin, I know you can score. I mean, his biggest issue is he wasn't eligible at the beginning of the year. If he'd been eligible at the beginning of the year and had a chance to play in those first few games, we were struggling and trying to find somebody, he'd probably be playing a lot of minutes right now. But getting him minutes at a position that we rotate a bunch of guys through is a difficult thing. One thing Colin Weaver can do is score the ball. That's why we recruited him. He just has to have the opportunity. To get the opportunity, he's got to be ready. And when that opportunity comes, he's got to be able to defend and do the other things too. And that's what I wanted him to prove tonight, that he could do that. So when that opportunity arises, I feel confident to put him out there. I know he can score the ball. Our team this year, though, we're going to live or die, and I know no one believes this, and I'll probably maybe fall over dead after I say it, is we're going to live or die with our defense. I mean, this team this year is that way, and we've proven that in the first 4 league games. So we're not the offensive team that we've been over the years. We're going to be. We're young, and eventually, I don't know if it'll be at any time this year, but within the next 12 months, we're going to be a team that can score the ball. But right now, if we're going to win, we have to win at the defensive end.
Coach, what is it about these games? Is it getting your other players some minutes and maybe resting some of your starters and seeing what maybe like Femi, who hasn't gotten a lot of minutes lately, he gets 13 minutes tonight. Is that what these games are kind of about for you?
Absolutely, they're that, and then they're the idea that, we got to work on something here. This hasn't been working right. Let's work on this. Let's do this, and let's see what we can do. And, like I said, that jamming that ball inside the first 5 minutes of the second half, that was impressive. And I know that their biggest guy wasn't real tall, but we did it. And that was, we have, as a coaching staff, asked them to do something, and they executed it and did it. And that's what we were trying to get out of this game.
Do you benefit maybe having this in January?
I don't know. I know this, as difficult as the schedule's been, with having to play the top 4 teams in the league the first 4 games, I scheduled this game at this date. Now, if I knew it was going to be the same day, I wasn't thinking that it's the same day as the professional football, semifinals. I probably would have played it on Monday or Saturday if I had thought of that. But I wanted this in there after those 4 games, just because, you know, it's a game you can feel good about yourselves, get a lot of guys minutes in, maybe take some of the pressure we've had a lot of pressure on our shoulders. And so it accomplished what I wanted. I think it's a yearly basis whether you do something like this or not, though.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay.